Now you all have your characters, and welcome to the very first session. We're going to start things off. I'm going to go through once again what I'd said at the very end of the last session, which covers off what this campaign is called the Echoes of a Hidden Star. I will try and help out, but ultimately this is all for you to have some fun. We have already had everybody's backstories and every element that you kind of all have and know that is to yourselves, and if you wish to share, you can. If not, then that's awesome. But we will start with the ladder lady. What's that?
Spellcaster modifiers.
Wait, what's mine? So spellcast. What do you need for it? Spell save DC is.
I asked Callum to help me with this, and he helped me.
Dun, 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 dun. When in doubt, consult the manual.
Yeah, I don't know. I just did what GPT told me to do.
What we're looking for, sorry, spellcasting modifiers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. It's going to
What's
be...
your ability? What's your spellcasting class?
I'm a ranger.
No, like wisdom.
I don't know.
What's your ranger? I feel like you'd be wisdom. I don't know why. I'm wrong, aren't I?
It's going to be one of those three.
Spell casting. Creature is what?
Because I feel like your attack bonus will be your whatever your plus is for wisdom plus your proficiency. That's probably wrong, actually.
And you as a you're a ranger, right?
Yes.
Well, I can almost reach, but I can do it much more safely if I don't.
See, this is where Darren would have had it at the top of his
he's
list.
so
Where's
good
Darren
at
when you need
it.
him? Darren, where are you?
Getting drunk.
Hopefully getting drunk, exactly that.
Oh, you've got like
Da,
plus
da, da, da.
threes.
Yeah. Spells.
I only got one that's plus three.
Spellcasting wisdom is your spellcasting ability.
That is right.
So I'm going to assume that's wisdom. Da, 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 da.
Spellcasting modifier?
That's what it doesn't say. It's got spellcasting ability, spellcasting focus.
So what's your... So spell save... So I reckon that's your plus whatever. What have you got for wisdom plus?
Plus 3.
So put plus 3
Which
in
is the
your...
same.
Yeah, so put that in your spellcasting modifier.
The power really right,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Is I
Yay, we have an expert.
an expert?
We didn't do this card.
Do we not? So that's your wisdom modifier, so whatever is on this side.
Which is plus 3.
Okay, spell save DC is 10 plus
Plus your...
plus your
Plus proficiency bonus and your
or is it
wisdom.
8? It might be 8 plus proficiency plus
8.
your modifier.
8 plus your proficiency bonus and your wisdom modifier.
Is that what I read on the last one?
So you've got... Is
So-
that 11? No, 13?
So 8 plus your proficiency. No, this is the wrong one. Plus your
11...
proficiency. So 10, 13.
Turkey.
And your spell attack is your proficiency plus your spell casting, so that's plus 5.
Nice.
There we go, we phoned a friend.
Basic table and then your 2 drinks. Are they your homemade, who's homemade cookies? Who's homemade cookies?
That's what happened.
Okay, well.
I actually got...
D20 looks fun.
Oh, you should have rolled for it.
17, you know what?
Yeah, that's... Yeah, okay, I'd say it's a pass. Awesome.
That one was obsidian.
Ah, I've got it open in a minute, it's freaking awesome. It's very, very small at the moment, but I've got this little bit. I just love all this, and
Have
I
you
can't.
seen how to link it?
I'm waiting until I get the right parts to link it in. But
I'm not
but yeah,
I'm not
at the
that
moment,
talented.
we
You're
should
joking.
be, hopefully.
I like the Christmas one.
Same as should have known we made on there.
We are.
I just didn't know.
Fingers crossed. Love it. So very basic in the beginning because I literally ripped apart the one we did for the British Heart Foundation, and but so far, all good. It's all good. So I'm gonna take that. But yeah, absolutely love this. I've got all my characters here, which is what they don't know yet. I'm gonna start scaring them in the moment.
Ah.
I'm not really. Very beginning with my objectives and stuff. I absolutely love it. There's some more bits and pieces that are coming into it as and when we get there. But at the moment, we're going to be enjoying the first session. We have one drunk member of the party who's currently not here. That's the forfeit, unfortunately, that his character is going to be drunk, and he's going to be rolling a few Constitution saving throws throughout the beginning of this campaign.
Fun.
Yes, fun indeed.
Punishment for missing out.
There is that. It's the
You can't be hurt.
No, it's the forfeit. It's the forfeit, and it's not going to be too bad. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very fun.
Yay.
I shall leave it to it. Don't TBK immediately.
No.
At least wait till the end of the session.
Yeah.
Have fun.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Before we then start, is there any other modifiers or any spell saving stuff or anything like that we haven't covered that we may need to cover?
I don't think so.
Are we all good? In fact, we do have one thing. Could everyone quickly roll me a d20?
Ah. Why? Ooh. That's nice. This is a nice one.
8.
11.
19.
17.
You pass that down to number 19.
Ooh.
Thank you. Don't open it yet. Fantastic. Okay, so here we go. We shall begin. So I'll start off as I ended the last session with that little nugget of an essay that I decided to put together right near the end. But just to recap, so this campaign is called The Echoes of Hidden Star. Some say that a star once fell, not blazing, not screaming, but descending deliberately. And where it touched the world, history bent. Most call this nonsense, the sort of thing told after too much drink, this sort of terrible thing that folk forget. But the sea remembers. And tonight the docks of Glebe are calm, lantern lit spills across wet stone. Ropes creak softly as ships sway away. In the tide, low. Salt hangs in the air, familiar and comforting. This is not a place of legend, but it's a place of departures. People come to Gleaves to leave something behind. A past, a debt, a promise, or themselves. Somewhere along these docks, each of you waits. Not together, not yet. A ship prepares to sail, and its crew moves quiet with urgency. And though none of you can explain why, tonight feels like the last night something is simple. So, here you are in Gleaves, a hustling, bustling dock. Gleaves is it's a large town. It is governed by, let's say, the royal, so it has its own monarchy, but it's a very friendly city. There is not much here, and the king, his name is King Roderick. King Roderick Ignis Percival. There you go, there's his long name. Roderick Ignis Percival.
Ignis Percival.
And he's a very kind king.
He's nice.
He's a nice king.
Nice.
He is, to his people, they would call him a friend. He is very good. He enjoys adventure. He used to enjoy adventure, but he has grown weary. He's growing old, and his son will be taking over his place in the not too distant future. But tonight, or should I say, sorry, now is the early hours of the morning, and you have all spent the night in the Hungry Habard Haven. And if I do remember rightly, you all did know each other. We all agreed that at the very end of the last session, was that right?
So,
that you all decided to know each other rather than the awkward encounters of, hi, yes, I'm this person. Looks like we're going to be together for a while. So we probably better get on.
What was it? How hungry?
Hungry, Habit, Haven.
Habit.
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 Habit. Hungry, Habit, Haven.
It has a lot of
There's a lot of H's and B's. and
hungry
R's in it.
habit haven.
Hungry, Habit, Haven.
Wow. What's a habit?
Who knows? Maybe we'll find out.
Lovely.
Maybe it's a hungry rabbit hat that all of a sudden eats people's heads as you wear it. Who knows?
Scary.
And we will take this note. So what was everybody's rolls again? Sorry. So there was a 4, there was an 8, there was an 11, there was a 19, there was a 17. Okay. So those with the highest rolls, except for Lily. The highest roll, you walk down the stairs of the Hungry Habit Haven to the table where breakfast is laid. Would you introduce your character for us?
I'm Octavia, a paladin from the Sword Coast.
And what does Octavia look like?
I'm a wood elf. I'm 5'9" and I have blonde hair with a scar across my face.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Octavia. And as you walk up to the table, there is plates of plentiful of breads, meats, cheeses, ale, if you wanted to get in that first thing in the morning, and loads of refreshments in readiness for you. So I assume you're going to grab a plate and take a perch.
Plate, yes.
Who was the next? So 17, 11?
Mhm.
Alice, let's rock and roll. Let's intro to your character, please.
Yay. I am Onyx Fastfingers. I'm a fairy rogue assassin, and I'm a very small fairy. I have black raven wings. And yeah, I'm pretty cute, but deadly.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Onyx.
Yeah.
And so you fly, I assume, down the stairs
Oh yeah.
towards the table of refreshments, and grab yourself a plate and sit yourself down next to your friend Octavia.
Yes.
Excellent.
Does she have her own little plate? Like little
Yeah, I
plate,
think I
or is
have
she carrying like one of the massive plates?
I imagine she's come down and she has got a cocktail stick sword and just decided to stab into it.
Yeah. I'm not too small. I think I'm like that big again. Like
Did you say like a foot?
Like a foot and a half, I
Like
think.
a garden gnome size
Yeah.
sort of thing. Okay. Excellent.
So I'm not too small.
Not too small, but deadly.
So tea sauce is like your equivalent of our small plates that we have in our small plates are your dinner plates.
Yeah.
And a normal plate is like a swimming pool.
That's like the whole table.
Excellent. Lovely. Thank you very much. And who did we have after that? We had the 11, then we had a 8.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay then, Dylan, would you introduce your character, please?
Yeah. My character's name is Damien, a cleric. I grew up in the ancient forests. One day his whole village disappeared.
Okay. Excellent. And in Damien's appearance, how does he look as he's walking down the stairs? Is he shining bright as he walks down, wishing people to bow down at his feet, or is he quite just relaxed?
He's just relaxed.
What
Just
do you
relaxed.
look like, sorry?
High elf,
Hi.
5'11", long blonde hair,
Legolas.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Style.
Like it, made
Very
elf.
ethereal.
What's your race again?
What?
Your race.
Wood elf.
Do you think it was a bug as opposed to...
Excellent.
Nice.
I assume then, Damien, you follow suit and help yourself to the buffet of breakfast and sit down next to your companions. Excellent. And that leaves, if you wish to introduce your character, please.
I am a Renan Night Watcher. I am a Goliath fighter. I come from a simple farm and wish to follow in my mother's footsteps. I'm 7 foot with black hair. and a lot of people normally run away screaming.
Oh, dear.
Excellent.
What's your name, sir?
Renna.
Oh, Renna.
Yeah.
Renna.
A Renan Night Watcher.
Goliath fighter. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I assume as you walk down the stairs, you're going to try and not step on
Yeah.
our fairy. As
Try
you,
to avoid the
in fact, as you walk down the stairs, could you roll me a d20, please?
Oh god.
18.
Excellent. You just miss your head on the ceiling as you walk down the stairs. Perfect. Lovely. Thank you very much, Arena. And I assume you go to help yourself to a plate or probably the table and just shovel it. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. So, with that in mind, we shall. There's a bit of conversation that you guys could have at the table if you wish. There is a barkeep. His name is Gus. He is the owner of the Hungry Habit Inn, or Hungry Habit Haven. He's quite busy just shuffling plates into and out of the kitchen, watching the Goliath feast as he can't keep up with the amount of food that this Goliath eats, and also at the same time trying to find a small plate for our young fairy friend. He is hustling, bustling around, and he says, because he knows that you are all part of the same group, that the king has sent you down to these docks for a very specific reason. With that in mind, he ushers himself out the door. He's got deliveries to take in. It is very first thing in the morning, and the docks of Gleves are very busy at this time of the morning, where there are sailors coming back with their early fish and things like that. You can see out the windows. They're very, even though they're stained glass, you can still see out, and you can see absolutely everything that's going on. But you're quite content and relaxed in the Hungry Habit Haven, eating your breakfast. So there is time for you to have some conversation, if you wish.
How did you all sleep?
This isn't awkward at all.
Yes, boys! Is it your first time here?
Why is it so much trying to hit on us? So
Sorry! You come here often. Do we know what our mission is? Just that we're coming here.
So you know that you've been sent down here by the king.
Yeah.
Gus walks in. And Gus is a very tall fella. He's a very tall, orcish fella. 2 barrels on his arms. And he walks in. He goes, "Hey, you guys got to be out by the ship by 10. And if one of you could just roll me a perception check.
I can.
Certainly one each, but they
Do
are.
Do I add my bonus to it?
Yeah. What's your perception?
13.
Fantastic. You know that it's 9:45. So you would probably have an inkling of let's hurry up and probably head out to the docks.
Yes.
So with that in mind, I guess you rush your food, and if you want to take any table scraps, Gus is more than welcome for you to wrap a few up and take a few rations along with you.
Dragging the table out.
Goliath's dragging the table, the fairy's being dragged along with it,
Yeah.
with her few crumbs that she stashes in her pockets, ready for along the way. So do you head out of the Hungry Habit Haven?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. As you head out the Hungry Habit Haven, you can see... in fact, everyone make me a perception check.
8.
So that is, so it was 6 plus
10? 11? Oh, 1. Okay. Was that a natural one?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you add any modifiers?
24!
Roll a 19.
Hell yeah!
It would be a 5.
A 5.
25. So
Okay, so a natural 1 but a 5. Okay, that's fine. Excellent. So with anything that's less than, well, I think we're not even in double digits, are we? Is it just, is yours 8?
I got 8.
8, 5,
10.
10. Okay. As you walk out the door, you just see the door. It's It's wonderful. You kind of follow it as you walk out. Being a Goliath, you kind of just duck your head down, see the door as you walk out. But there are ships. There are plenty of ships at the dock. You, for instance, with your 24, you see, just down the way, probably about 50 feet, you see a ship called the Flying Frigate. You know this ship because the king has told you so. So you all would start to head towards that ship. As you head towards that ship, Lily, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, so I am Dravixa Shadow Scale.
Okay, what? Travixa?
Dravixa Shadow Scale. I'm a ranger, but I'm also a silver dragonborn. So I'm revealing.
I feel like you're always a little dragon, aren't you?
And for those walking towards the Flying Frigate, could you make me a, let's call it a Constitution saving throw, please? Everyone rolls. Everybody makes everyone makes a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have to?
Yes, everybody.
No, but you said everyone walking.
Not you.
You said everyone walking.
Yeah,
Nat 20.
excellent, fantastic.
I'm like
17.
17.
6.
6. 17. Okay, so for those that got less than 10, those that got more than 10, you hear some ripples in the waves, and you know this to be the very same trick that your very good friend Drafixia has done many times before when near water, and she jumps out of the water on her sea serpent and jumps into your party.
okay, that is an entrance. We just come down for breakfast and you come in on a sea serpent?
Yep.
And for those that got less than 10, evens is good. You are just startled for a second. And you probably would shout back at Drevixia, "Can you stop doing that?" But any chance that she is near water, she will be riding. Have you introduced your...
No, my sea serpent is called Black Wake Sailors.
Hell yeah.
Black Wake Sailors.
So say your name and your serpent at the same time, very, very fast.
Dravixa Shadow Scale Black Wake Sailors.
Wait, what was the last name? Why is there so many? Can I just call him Black? I'm
Black Wake Sailor.
Say.
And his name gives it away. He is completely black.
It's a sea serpent.
That was really...
What did you
Lots of patience.
do?
So when he's deep down in the ocean, you can't see him.
It's the fact you made eye contact with me and went...
Excellent. Okay, so now that we've realised that there's something big, deep and black when it's in the sea, it can't be seen, and that wonderful entrance and the startledness of our cleric, you head towards the Flying Frigate, of which, Lily, if you would care to then open the piece of, I'm going to call it parchment, that you have, and if you read it out loud, because I didn't get to write every single one for you all. You should have all had one, but I didn't get to write it in time.
By royal decree of King Roderick Ignace Percival of Gleves, safe passage is hereby granted from the docks of Gleves aboard the Flying Frigate under Crown protection, by hand and seal, the Crown of Gleves.
Ooh, fancy.
So you all have that. I just didn't get to write more than one. So apologies.
I'll write that in my equipment
Sure.
to remind myself.
So, and I should have printed them as well. But my printer decided not to work at the same time when I was trying to really rush and get this done. So I will try and print out that so that you've all got that readily handy.
Letter of protection from the king.
Hell yeah! And safe passage across the sea
Nice.
on the Flying Frigate. As you, I'm assuming after being startled and knowing that your good friend Travixia has once again summoned her beast and rode in like an entrance, like it should have been on Bad Boys, you head towards the flying frigate. Excellent. As you approach the flying frigate, it is nicely docked. I would say that this vessel is a good 120, if not 150 feet. It is a large ship, a large vessel, and it is. You could see that it's not new, but you can tell that it's very well looked after. There is a busy crew aboard, and they're making preparations to take not just yourselves, but other sea dwellers and seafarers, and those that are wishing to cross the ocean. This has done it many times before. And as you enter, or as you approach the, you can call it a bridge. They call it a bridge.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right, does it? It doesn't feel right.
No,
But
the bridge is where they steer it.
I thought it was the helm.
That is the helm.
It's the bridge and the helm.
Yeah.
You know what?
The same.
I'm not a seafarer person. I don't know.
You're alright. You can just fly onto it.
Yeah,
I'm more just a
the
case
gangway.
of the gangway.
The gangway.
Try and
Wow.
get to enter and board the ship.
I've been on a couple of cruises.
Oh yeah.
Look at you, you're so fancy.
Well, that's why she rides a sea serpent.
I was going to say, says the one that's riding a sea serpent.
Exactly that. And as you approach this gangway to board the flying frigate, you are met with a very charismatic character, Sir Tully Bigot of the flying frigate. He is the captain of the ship.
So many names.
There is, but I can guarantee you there won't be many at the minute.
I've already forgotten what he's called, so
Tully Frigate.
Sir Tully Frigate.
Sir Tully Bigot, sorry if I said that.
Bigot.
Yeah, Bigot of the flying frigate.
Oh, for God's sake!
The wordplay will stop at some point during this campaign.
No, it won't.
Says Grafixia, sea serpent face.
I love how I feel like my one's really easy. Onyx, fast figures, boom. Tells you everything to know in the name.
Excellent.
Love it.
And as you see,
Wait, he's a sir, not a captain.
he is.
Oh, interesting.
He is.
Darren's put in the chat, don't let me die.
That's a very good point, actually. Thanks, Darren. Let me just quickly roll for Darren here. So, alright, he's alright. So, you are currently, I've even forgotten, Moriga, who is being dragged, I would say, by our Goliath in a barrel of fish. Because as Moriga left the haven, had fallen into, in fact, let me just make sure. Yeah, definitely fallen into a barrel of fish that had just been offloaded of a ship, and you are dragging that along with you. So you can see it as two things: is one, this is really cumbersome, or two, free fish. But Moriga is behind you, but slowly trying to wear off the amount of ale drank from the night before. Excellent. So as you are walking onto the flying frigate. He's both a sir and a captain. So he's
both.
He is both. He is the captain of the flying frigate.
Sir/captain.
Yeah. So it's Captain Sir Tully Bigot.
Nice.
Okay. The flying frigate. He's a tall, bulky human, but I would say half human. He has a really big bushy beard, because what captain doesn't have a big bushy beard? And he's very friendly. So he welcomes you all onto the flying frigate. He sees your, let's say your passes, for example, from the King of Gleaves, and he knows. So he is headed towards the Cove of Ashes. That is the destination. That is where the flying frigate mostly docks. It goes from Gleaves to the Cove of Ashes on a very regular basis. This is something Sir Tully Bigot has done multiple times before, and is probably much known for it because the king has condoned him to do so. This is his job. As you get ready on the ship, Sir Tullybigood's crew start to prepare the ship. They prepare the mast. They start to weigh the anchor, the gangway, or the bridge, or whatever it was called. The ladder that gets you onto the boat is moved to shore, and you start to hear the bells of the dock as you're about to leave. Anyone seasick? I know someone who is. He's alright, 17.
Imagine if I was seasick.
That would be a cruel irony for you, wouldn't it? It would. And you start to feel the ship pull away from the dock as you see Sir Tullybigood at the helm of the ship, commanding his men across the ship to pull the mast, hoist the anchor, and set sail. To the Cove of Ashes we go.
Yay!
It
So-
sounds like, what's his name? Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, what's his name?
Barbosa.
Barbosa, that's the one.
Aye.
Love it. Love it.
So with this time, the ship is yours to run, if you wish. And let me.
Am I on the ship or am I next to him riding on my sea serpent?
That is a choice of your character, if you wish.
Can you keep up with the ship?
Especially with a ship that has a name called the Flying Frigate.
I'm on a sea serpent.
How fast can
Can
your
it
sea serpent
fly?
go?
Oh, this is going to be really. I should draw
It
on
can
this.
jump very high.
But can it fly?
I know someone who can fly.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Or is my sea serpent on the ship as well?
Yeah,
Held up like a snake.
yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
It can be. Right, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to start doing some drawing. Hey, good evening. How are you? All right, how are you doing? I'm the bad, sir. Excellent. Right, I'll tell you what. I'll move the biscuits over here. I'm joking. I'm going to need some. This is the first time this has been unwrapped, so I'm going to have to quickly whip that down. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. And I'm going to try and start to draw from memory on the ship that I saw. So we're going to go with the bottom of the ship is down here. And it's going to kind of come out here.
This
Sorry
is
for
beautiful.
getting in your
Wow.
way. It's a big old ship. I'm going to start to curve it in. I'm going to come in there now. I'm trying to do it. Sorry for so many armpits. Okay.
This looks like a massive fish.
The Flying Frigate. It could very well be a fish.
It's a bomb.
Oh god.
Mast. We have some stairs here. Some stairs here.
Is that a bit raised?
Yes, indeed. This is where
The wheel!
the wheel. I would say this is where the mast is. Obviously, this is going to be up, so I'll just quickly do that there. Then we have. I'm going to say there is entrance here. Entrance here. There is. You know how they have like the loading bay stuff here. Same here on this side.
There's loads of places to hide.
Oh, there is loads of places to hide. And there is a crow's nest at the top of this.
Oh, I could go and have a little.
You could, indeed.
I could make friends.
Under here there will be a door under here and a door under here. And let's say there's also some stairs that lead up here. And this is for if you want to do your Titanic moment.
Never let me go, Jack.
Okay, and I will let me just put him in blue. Sorry. Oh dear. So Captain Tullybigood is squeaking at the helm.
Nice.
Okay. So there is a. Oh, that God, it does look like a bomb, doesn't it? And that's the end of session 1. Excellent. So, with this is you are free to roam about the ship. So this is now time if you wish to do as you please.
I want to fly up to the crow's nest.
Fly up to the crow's nest, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Is this a crow?
Is this going to be Sir Telly's parrot?
Oh my gosh! What am I looking at?
Make a perception check.
Six.
You see a small goblin.
A goblin?
A small goblin at the top of the crow's nest.
Oh! Hi! Hi there, little fella.
Hello.
Hi! Is it alright if I sit with you?
Yes, it's very hard. I've not had friends here for a while. I like it up there though. It's great. I see stuff.
You see a lot of stuff. What do you see?
Look through my telescope.
What can I see? I'm gonna look over here. Around here.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
I'm gonna. That was a bad roll, so I'm gonna use a different dice. That's it's 21.
So 21. You see the front of the ship. You see a few crates, boxes, and lots of seawater that's just splattered up on the top of it.
Otherwise, you're not tall enough.
I was just gonna be like, oh, nothing to see really.
You've not looked hard enough.
Where shall I look then?
Beyond the horizon.
And then I'm gonna look all the way out there.
Okay. I'll still say that you've. So with your 21, was it? Sorry.
Yeah.
21. Okay. You can see as the sun rises, because it's still early morning, so you can see the sun, and you can start to see like let's say the shadows of other land over at the other side. And this goblin, he will tell you that we don't go there.
Oh, why?
We always pass it. Trouble. Lots of pirates. Not good people.
Pirates sound fun.
Not to the king. Not to the king. We do what the king says.
Okay, yeah,
And what's the process?
we're on a quest.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what for.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. This sounds fun.
precious.
Precious. Me likes this. Me she follows the stupid fat hobbits. Okay. So you're looking at the telescope?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just literally, that's all I'm doing now. It's just looking around.
The invite code is
Anyone else want to have any?
Yeah, do go.
I'm just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yep.
Sure.
I was having some sync issues.
Anyone else?
I'm going to place the barrel of fish with Morgan in the centre of the deck
Yeah.
and go stand behind the captain.
Stand behind the captain. Okay. So you pop him down. In fact, I'm going to roll for. As you pop him down, you hear a. And I would say you probably pull Morrigan out of the fish barrel at this point and close it with something that's just laying on the floor. Just maybe like to avoid, maybe cover it with a net as well, so that no one tries to eat any of the fish from that barrel. And then maybe prop Morrigan up against the barrel, and then she's kind of left to her own devices. Just you can see
to the side of the barrel.
Just flop to the side. You can see the green in her face, and this sea is really not helping. So this is the perfect place for her. Okay, and you go stand behind the captain. Yeah. Would you make me a investigation check, please?
Where's that?
15.
17.
17. As you walk up the stairs to to go behind the captain, you also notice that the door to the captain's quarters is open. On your way up, the captain's quarters is kind of as the two sets of stairs go up. I kind of see this as almost like a Pirates of the Caribbean ship, where you've got the two sets of stairs, right? But then underneath the bridge, you've got the captain's quarters. You see that it's open. You can see that just on a passing glance that there is a table with maps but it is open for all to see. And then as you go and stand up behind the captain, you also notice something rather bizarre. This captain has 2 wooden legs.
I'd like to see him run.
But hopefully nowhere near a blender. Okay. Anything else? No? Okay.
I'm just going to watch.
So as Sir Tully kind of watches you come up the stairs, he kind of just looks up.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. I had to create a character.
It's been a while since I've seen a big fellow like you on board. Actually, in actual fact, could you go down and help the crew down there with the mast? I'm needing it pulled really tight, because we're not going as fast as we need to be right now. Would that be okay?
I suppose.
Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. And I assume you walk down to the mast. Okay, awesome. And as you see that his crew members they're trying to pull the rope to try and really tighten the mast. If you could make a strength check for me, please.
Yes, so my actual intention was I wanted the
18.
18, fantastic. You pull this rope and you basically pull these 2 people along with it that are trying to pull the mast, and you tighten it up, and that mast is good to go. And you hear a jolly good, thank you very much, sir. I didn't catch your name.
Fantastic job.
So
Renna, lovely to meet you, and thank you for coming on board today. What is it that brings you here?
Yes, actually.
Can I ask about the king?
The king. Interesting. Me and the king, we go way back. If I haven't told you already, I am a captain and a sir, but I was a captain before I was a sir. And back in the day, me and my crew, we weren't so politically welcome anywhere. We wouldn't say not friends with the king, but we weren't on level playing fields. But one day, me and my crew, we were just having a jolly old loot about the town, and all of a sudden, there was this chap who wanted some help, and his name was Bugsy. It was Bugsy Percival. It was the king's son, and this guy was about to be smited down by some fella we had never seen before. He had a funny scar on his face, though. He had some weird-looking lettering on his face. It was really odd. But we quickly jumped in there, and even with me wooden leg at the time, I didn't have 2. I had 1 at the time. Ironic, I know, for a pirate. Just the 1 wooden leg would have been enough, but no, they decided now I needed 2. A scurvy will get you, I tell you. Anyway, so we saved his son, and the king, he gave us a pardon. But we had to give up all the pirate stuff, which was annoying because the rum was good. The rum was very good. But Bugsy, good old Bugsy Percival, he vouched for us. And since then, we've been the King's Fleet. Always just toing and froing of people from Cleves to all docks all over, but more locally known as the Cove of Ashes. That's where we go, that's our next port. And it's a very hustling, bustling place, but people don't stay there very long. So is that where you're headed?
I think so.
Excellent. Knowing the king, that's exactly where he's probably sent you. Mustache, and he runs back off to his quarters for a second. You can see that the helm is relatively stable. The sea is quite calm. He knows this ship more than anybody, but he quickly runs to his quarters. He still leaves the door open. Anything else?
The chant the whole time had just been what my cousin came out with like 2 days later. Just going, you got
Anyone going to venture into the quarters?
You're still, this is me 4-year-old.
You haven't done nothing.
Quarters like that.
There are steps that lead down to other levels of the ship. They're not. It's not all it's not everybody on the top. So there are stairs. I would say underneath the stairs that go up. There are stairs underneath them that go down. So they would go down to other levels of where the crew would sleep if they're going on a long haul cruise across the plane. Derixa, are you still sailing alongside this ship, or are you on the ship?
I decided he deserves an 80 loyalty.
I feel like now me and my sea serpent we're just curled up there, just napping.
Just napping?
Just napping.
Just napping.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
just like, he's coiled round and I'm just in the centre.
Cool. I'm assuming he doesn't need to be in water. He's okay being outside of it, yeah? Excellent. Excellent. That's cool. Just getting the nice sprays from the top of the water is probably good. Doing enough for him.
It's just sort of like looking up every now and again, isn't it?
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. In actual fact, could you make me a... what check? Let's say investigation. That's really weird. I rolled 3 d20s and they were all 6s. All of a sudden, you see the pentagram.
10.
10. Okay. Would you say your sea serpent is would, at the chance of being hungry and sniff food, would go for it?
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
He's already thought about going for that fish barrel.
For the fish barrel.
For the fish barrel.
The fish barrel.
Even with the vomit.
Okay. Okay. On that note, I would say your sea serpent starts to head towards that barrel. Do you try and stop it?
And this is where the ship sinks.
Yeah.
Just leave him to it. Okay.
I don't get in the way of him and his food.
That's fair enough. And I'm pretty sure the crew staring at this wonderfully serpentitious beast, they are steering well clear. But one of them does ask if he can pet it. I've not seen a sea serpent like this before. Is he friendly?
Depends what mood he's in.
Okay, maybe I'll wait until he's eaten his barrel of fish.
Good idea.
Okay. And this guy just goes and runs off down the stairs. Anything else from anybody on the ship? You're still looking at the telescope?
Yeah, I'm literally can picture myself sitting on the corner of this little nest thing with my feet dangling, just being like this.
Just dangling away.
Yeah, just happy.
Dangling away, looking through the telescope. Fantastic. Fantastic. And Javixa's just chilling at the top of the ship. I can't remember what they're... I should have really done a little bit of research on this to figure out what...
Is it the bow?
There's the bow, there's port, there's starboard and stern. Yeah, that's it. Stern
Yeah,
is...
the bow.
Does it become clear when you see the cars?
Yes.
You know what? I have a laptop. I don't know why I'm not Googling this stuff.
I know starboard port.
That should be the easiest thing to do. What are the positions of a ship?
I don't know, Brooke. Why would it be manufactured?
You're sitting. Let's just say that you're sitting in the front of the ship. You're just chilling. Yeah. Are you watching into the ship or are you watching away from the ship?
I feel like I'm sort of positioned here where I can keep an eye on both.
Okay. Okay. Half Titanic, half Metal Gear Solid kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like chilling, like if there's sandbags and nice comfy area.
Like bags of grain, I would say there's probably just sat there. Obviously, as they ship produce across the thing. So yeah, just chilling on a couple of bags of grain. Okay. Okay. I would say, where are you in comparison to that? You're at the front. No, you're up high.
Yeah.
Where is my cleric position?
I'm here.
Okay, that's actually a good idea. Let's get some dice. Let's mark some people on the. Let's mark some
I'm
people
using
on
my tiny dice because I'm tiny.
I've lost my d4s and stuff. Right. Okay. So let's pop some people on the board. Let's pop some people on the board. So, you're there. Our Goliath is, I'd say, was here, now under there from helping with the mast. Did you walk back? You did? Did you walk back up here? Excellent, in that case, because he's no longer there. Perfect. So you walk back up there. Where's our cleric?
Just chilling on the side somewhere.
Just chilling on the side. Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Lily, you're over here. In fact, do you want to use one of your dice, just and then I can use this one for... Whereabouts are you?
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere, chilling anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. And I'm going to say, let's find Morriga. Morriga, I would say, is propped up over here next to a hole, ready to chuck up anything that comes from the fish barrel into the sea, back where it originated. Fantastic. Okay.
I'm afraid you're going to have to choose.
Oh dear, sorry. Right. Right.
Hopefully you'll like your new one.
This one was yourself, wasn't it, Dylan? This one over here. Okay.
You went down to
I would say at this point, Dylan, if you could make me a perception check, please.
the atmosphere.
As well, I'll have to do it for Morrigan as well.
Turns out it was fine.
Okay.
You were good.
Can I see anything from up where I am? Because obviously I've got
High
one.
level.
But I guess I'm looking more.
Across the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Give me another perception check.
Looted some lockers and found stuff.
It's still very early as you've departed the
18.
18. Excellent. Okay. 18 for that.
19.
19. You still see the sea, but as you're spinning around, you can still see in the distance behind you. You can still see Gleaves. It's still quite prominent. It's not been that much time since you've been on, but you can see that it is certainly getting smaller, and as you start to see more of the open sea. Dylan, as our cleric is standing there, probably pondering his faith on this ship, you hear a form of hissing. And it's coming from... It's not coming from our sea serpent.
Oh.
No, that sea serpent's head is fully in that barrel. That you are not getting a word out of them until they've consumed every last bit of fish on that barrel. Which I would probably say as well is probably half laying on Morrigan, laying there, almost not immobile, but very much I am not moving and I am not touching this sea serpent, and just trying to hold in huge amounts of vomit, so that this sea serpent doesn't attack me. But you start to hear some hissing, and you start to hear the hissing from, I would say, from below the cargo hold there. It's a grate, so you can. It's very clear, but it's just a hissing.
You had a look through some of the crew quarters.
Yeah.
Juliet made her way all the way to
Suppose
the
I'll go down
station.
the gate here.
You
Yeah.
consolidated all of the harmless
Okay.
colonist bodies.
I'm going to go down. So you're going to pop down the stairs, and then you're going to head into the cargo hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that seems pretty
Is anyone going to follow?
I will.
Yeah? Okay. Harry, you're heading down to the cargo hold. How you get into the cargo hold?
Clinically was doing a lot.
Make me a perception check, please.
Both of us?
Yeah, go for it. You've both gone down.
You did identify their actual clinically.
8.
8,
12.
12. Okay. You don't see anything that you feel would make a hissing sound here. In the cargo, you see just ropes full of crates and cargo, probably rum, which is always good. Rum is good. But you still hear it, but it's got louder. There is another set of stairs.
Go down the stairs.
Go down the stairs.
Mm.
Excellent. So you head down the stairs again. If you could make me one more perception check, please.
11.
13.
13. Excellent. You find the kitchen of the ship, and that is where the hissing is coming from. You hear the pots and pans as the chef aboard. He's just called chef. No one knows his real name. He's just chef. Everyone knows him as chef. And he is preparing meals. And you can hear the hissing of his pots and pans. He is rather busy. And he sees you pop down, and he asks for your assistance in making some of the food for people on the ship. Because there's more than just yourselves. There's probably, I'd say, a good 30 people on board, but they're all in other sort of cabins that are kind of more towards the front of the ship, but down below. Do you help?
Yeah?
Oh, good set of hands, fantastic. You're all going to. You go and cut up some of that mushroom and tomatoes and onions, and if you wouldn't mind, just keep stirring this pot. It's really annoying that I can't get on top of this, and I've lost all my crew to seasickness this week. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. What brings you here?
The king.
The king. Oh, that's got to be something very good.
Oh yeah, there's like a good.
Oh, fantastic! And then before you know it, he's running off because he's forgotten the cheese. So he's forgotten the cheese. So he dashes off to go and find his cupboards. But if I could I have you make sleight of hand checks for me, please?
Oh no. So I believe that we
2.
13.
all
13. Okay. I would say that your mushroom and tomato cutting skills are very good. Could you roll me a d4?
Oh yeah. The code should be visible.
Which one's the D4 again?
It should be like the little triangle.
This one. That one, right?
Yeah.
3.
You take 3 points of, I'm going to say fire damage, or acid damage of some sort,
Cool.
from the stirring of this pot being so hot. You've dipped your arm in it, and you've scalded your fingers a little bit. And then the chef comes along and he says, "Oh no, that's not how you do it." And he sees that you've burnt yourself, and he then goes to pour some cold water over it, so you don't burn too much. As that happens, you start to feel the ship suddenly starts to rock a bit harder. Our fairy on the top of the crow's nest. Would you mind making me a perception check, please?
Oh no. I've been lax in my looking out. I've got a 7.
A 7. Okay, you with that 7, you can see the sea. It's water, definitely water.
Nice.
Waves are getting a little bit bigger.
Ooh.
But you also keep looking at the goblin space with the telescope.
Yeah,
As
look.
he- as he's going around, and he sees it there. And with that,
Okay.
there is a little bit of time passes. The chef thanks you both for assisting with the food, and he also asks if you can help carry this up to the main deck. The captain of this ship likes to make sure that everyone is at the top of the ship when everyone's eating. He finds it quite a good way to introduce everybody who's travelling with them and enjoying everybody's company, so they don't just hide in the cargo holds and wait until they get to their destination. He likes to get to know everyone who boards his ship. So with that, would you mind making me... What throw am I going to make you make? Let's call it dexterity.
Wait, who?
Dexterity saving throws for these two. Or a check, actually, depending on which one gives you more, either way. Yeah, that should do it. Oh no, actually, pull it. Yeah, let's just do dexterity. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, just to see if you can carry these.
14.
14.
6.
Oh, you're a bit clumsy.
In fact, I'm going to roll for the ship. Okay. So with your 13, you manage to, as the ship gets a bit choppy, you still manage to carry these plates up in a very normal way, and you help bring them to the tables that have been set on the top of the ship. And with your 6, the chef sees you struggle once again, and is ready and waiting to help with it.
I'm better with a sword, okay?
Sure. We should have probably given you the tomatoes then, shouldn't we? Sorry about that. And he basically helps you. He rolled a 19, so he helps you, and he sees that you were struggling and helps you up the stairs of the ship. And then the captain rings his bell. That basically says that lunch is ready. And by this point, it's already gone past midday, and there's food laid on the table. So there's loads of fish. There's loads of kind of like seafood. There's no more fish in the barrel because our sea serpent has kindly finished off that barrel. In fact, as the plates start to come up, oh, he's all right. He's managed. She's managed to keep it in her stomach this time. After seeing all these fresh fish dishes head out to the tables. As you go up, would you like to come down and enjoy some lunch?
Yeah.
Courtesy of the king and his flying frigate
Where am I
fleet.
going to?
So
Where am I flying? There?
I would say as all the tables come out, he likes to line them up. So like nice long tables that get set up all across
so we
here.
can all be friends.
Yep. So tables will come up around here in the nicest possible way. Everyone can go and grab some wonderful craft, courtesy of our wonderful Captain Sir Tully Biggett. Is everyone heading towards the table for food?
Okay, so we should.
Yeah?
Perfect, love it.
So it's a table of food as well.
Yeah.
Oh, can I? So,
The more the better. Okay.
wait, is a goblin stuck up there?
No, he didn't
Okay,
get down.
okay.
He just chewed. No.
I just thought, have I just left him up there?
No, he is content up
Okay,
there
perfect.
in his little crow's nest at the top. He will climb down and grab some scraps later. He doesn't really get that hungry, but he's pretty cool. So you come down and grab some scraps. The captain, he was in his quarters. He started to prepare when he went in. He started to prepare all the cutlery for the tables. The tables come out of his quarters. It's just easier than lugging them up and down the stairs. As I say, he's quite a proactive captain, and he's very innovative in his solutions. So much so that if he does a double stamp of his boot, these tables will sink back into the ship. This is a wonderful frigate, if ever there was one. So his quarters are still open, and they are always open. I think probably because the door is jammed. That's probably why he never shuts the door. Who knows? As you do that, there is no one at the helm. Is there? Is there a Goliath? Goliath headed down and headed towards the table. Is that right? Excellent. Okay.
Going towards the table.
Getting towards the table. Fantastic. Okay. Everyone's headed towards the table. Fantastic. Okay, so as everyone is feasting down on some wonderful chow, there's a sudden change of wind, and the mast becomes untied. And the rope starts to swing around and starts to flick at some of the table as it does so. Would everyone at the table and around it, I would say, other than Morriga's actually safe right this very moment in time, everyone is around the table, could you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
19.
19.
8.
What are we going to do with you?
I don't know. I don't know.
What are we going to do with you? Okay. Oh
right, you can pick a man now.
Okay, to be fair, big Goliath.
Yeah.
Rope. Okay. 18? 18. 6. 5, 6, 8. What are we going to do with the three of you? Okay. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say you're going to make it with advantage because you can see this rope as it. So roll again.
So I'm actually going to move them round.
For everyone who got less than a 10.
What I have decided that you side where the rooms are, you can move anywhere within close range.
Excellent. Okay. I'm going to say because you could see it, you had the chance to kind of duck away. But I would say at this point you probably would put your plates down. And is anyone going to try and grab the rope?
I'm not, I rolled a 10.
I can.
Yeah?
Because I can obviously fly after it if I have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Make me a sleight of hand check. You're a rogue, right?
Yeah. Oh no. 10. I've got a +5 and I rolled a 5.
Okay. I would say with you being a fairy, being able to fly and quite dexterous, make that with advantage.
Oh yeah. Okay, 21.
Excellent. That's more like it. There's the rope you know and love. So you manage to swing around. You can kind of see where this rope's about to fling, and you grab it. But it's still the wind has picked up, so it's still flinging you around. would you? The captain is saying, right, you need to get that tied down and get it tied down quickly. The captain rushes up to the helm to try and grab the wheel.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, where do I tie it to? I don't know.
Your Goliath friend here, he managed to tie it down earlier.
I'm just going to fly over to you.
Good, thank you.
Okay. Could you make me a? Let's call it strength. A strength check to see if you can then tie this down in the bustling winds. I'm going to take that. I'll tell you what, do it with advantage because she is
I'm helping.
Onyx fast fingers is helping.
I have fast fingers.
Those fast fingers.
Oh wow!
22. Okay.
And that was a natural 20 as well.
Natural 20. Oh,
Yeah.
in that case, then you tell me how you rip this rope round.
You do it like a pro. You do that thing where you go.
Like whips it round and it curls in the air. It locks up and then kind of whips it round like Clint Eastwood. Whips this rope round, and even the captain, his jaw is as wide as it can get for that rope whipping into shape. That's awesome. Excellent. Okay, so you've managed to tie down the mast from this sudden windswept moment of the change. The captain does rush back up to the helm, and you can see that he's having to use a bit of force with the wheel, and he's having to utilise a little bit more strength than what he was casually doing so at the very beginning. And he calls upon his crew to hunker down. He does a double tap with his wooden legs, and you hear and the tables sink into the ship. No, the food's still technically on top of it, right? So the food is technically there, but you do start to see plates getting picked up by different crew members, and feel free to help if you wish, if you want to help tidy that up.
Where would I put the plate?
So you could take it down into a place that these guys know about. You could take it down into the kitchen. I probably wouldn't ask a certain someone to carry the plates though. At the moment, unless it's with her sword.
Wow, you could actually balance it on her sword.
So she could probably balance it on a sword better than she can holding it.
Yeah.
In my own hands.
At this moment in time. Awesome. Okay, so you'll kind of help hunker down. Let's say there's some crates at the front. You can start to hear them ricketting. There's some of the seed bags and some of the produce bags that are starting to roll over everywhere.
It's choppy.
It's getting choppy. That's for sure. So with this in mind, in fact, Morrigan. All Morrigan. 6. One of these produce bags is going to roll and it's going to just. It's just going to. I wouldn't say it was a 9. It's not going to quite do much, but it's going to roll over and it's just going to like land on her, and she kind of then just leans on it.
She's just like,
and then you just hear a snore amongst the ripping waves and the wind. You just hear it. Morrigan is out for the count, thanks to a sack of potatoes that has evidently landed in her lap. Jurixa, would you say that your sea serpent is conscious that this ship has now started to rustle a little bit?
Yeah.
Would you say that it's now gone back to your side? Yeah? Okay. Cool.
We've actually got 4 and
Cool.
5.
I would also say we've sort of like moved back to the edge in case we have to abort the ship.
Oh yeah, you're your own lifeboat, right? You're like,
Yeah, I got my own lifeboat.
You got your own lifeboat, yeah. You're like, okay, yeah. Latest dudes, jump over the ship. Of which that'd be quite funny for the goblin who doesn't know that you can do this yet. If he sees you jump overboard. Oh my god! Excellent. Okay, so there's still lots of stuff hustling and bustling around. What are you doing?
The face is almost like
Hey, we need to get all this hunkered down. If you all wouldn't mind going and grabbing some and tying it up and making sure it's tight, that would be lovely. Come on, you. We've been through worse than this. And you just see him just grab his wheel and just solidify himself at that helm, which is quite remarkable for someone
I'm just
with
going to watch
legs.
and be
Read for a
like,
long time, so you wouldn't have to. Who knows?
Okay, so we still have some crates kind of rolling around. The ship is kind of it's kind of
something
bustling around there.
his arm,
Um,
a crowbar.
Would you say you're just flying around, or would you?
yeah, I'm trying to help now.
Okay.
I'm very uneasy because I've never really properly been on a ship before, so I'm like, I don't actually know how to help, but I'm helping.
She's just flying around like, yeah, you're doing a great job.
It's like management. Well done, guys. You're doing great.
She's supervising.
I'd say it doesn't seem to be slow.
Gold star.
Less.
I am helping. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Not sure that
I ain't do shit. Excellent. Okay. I would say for those for
No, definitely not. Not quicker than normal.
interesting. I kind of want to interesting. Interesting indeed. So there's no one really near other than Moriga, who's already taken a sack of potatoes to the face. Lily, I would probably say up where you are there was a couple of crates, right? Would you try and tie these down?
Not unless you wish to spend your action at this turn.
You don't want to. You don't want to.
I'm going to jump off the ship.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like watching everyone else and just like dodging or trying to dodge these crates. Might even be up on my sea serpent's head.
Speed roll.
Okay.
The sea serpent's just weaving through.
Could you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
You are now having to dodge all these crates that you don't want to put down.
You're not quick enough.
Do I re-roll that?
So there'll be some.
As you were not
I saw-
actively trying to help and just trying to dodge.
Roll of 7.
Go on then.
And you have armor
Swear
5.
to be shit.
Yes. So the way that the armor works is that if
21.
your health
21.
is
Okay.
by
You see one of the smaller crates starts to leg it toward, I'd say, roll towards you. You manage to
it's gone. I mean,
dodge out of the way.
given
Could
that
you
it
make the
has
same
to,
throw
it
for
will
your
be
serpent, please?
Ruptured, not completely destroyed, but you would need to repair it before attempting to go outside. What are the military garb, so camouflage or whatever they wear in the future.
14. I would say that as you quickly just move out of the way of this crate, he knows you more than enough, well enough now that he basically follows your instinct and just manages to miss it. This crate that heads towards it. But the crate, it does smash against the side. It was coming at you with some force. It does smash on the side.
Because you're wearing boots, right? Yeah. It feels like whatever your fatigues are, they're going to cushion.
What else is that?
At this point,
Count as 7.
I'm going to get my sea serpent and we're going to
But on a 5,
get
it
into
hasn't
the water.
suited.
You're gonna jump in the water.
Ditching us!
What a bitch.
Wow.
I'm just going to start
When
riding my
things get
serpent
hard.
alongside the ship. Might even try and study it with my sea serpent.
That's a good idea. Okay, sure. Okay, so you jump down and you ride your sea serpent. Would you say that you take one of the ropes that are on the front of the ship to try and steady it that way? Or if you are trying to steady it?
Any damage
Possibly,
greater
or
than that
just,
value
like,
destroys the
Come
armor
around
cover
one of
and
the
carries
sides and try
over.
and...
So it should be totally different.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say.
So I would say so you're trying to match the wave, and trying to keep it across the ship as well as it's crossing across it. And you're not taking any of the rope or anything like that.
No, I feel like they'd just be dangerous.
Okay.
Fairs?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. In that case then, the captain sees you do that.
Okay.
And would you say, in fact, make me a strength check with disadvantage.
Does anyone want any more before they go?
What's that, biscuit? Oh, hell yeah.
Was that
yeah.
your second?
I'll jump into one of these. I've
No,
had
that
one
was
with.
my first roll.
Who have I got?
Do I have to do 2 rolls?
I've got dragon. Hell yeah.
No, thank you. Lily.
4. Now we've got 5, which actually totals 12.
7.
I've got to remember, I've got to do a lot of talking. Hang on.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
that may have worked,
7.
but there could be some conflict with you guys.
No,
And some
So,
of them are bigger than 30.
with the 7, I would
Yeah,
say
That would put them at
I agree.
you and your sea serpent are used to this, but having to try and keep a ship steady at the same time,
Okay.
you struggle.
So 12 has just moved.
Even your sea serpent is a little bit anxious and a bit not sure. You still try, but as the ship is kind of weaving and you're trying to keep it steady, and it's, I wouldn't say it's working. But that's cool. Those that are on the top of the ship, so you've just seen your friend jump overboard again.
She's abandoning us! Oh my god! That's what I'm going to scream.
You can't see this reaction though.
No, I can't.
No, but that's my reaction. Just
Wow.
But as you would know each other anyway, you would know that this is a...
This is a common occurrence.
Comes and goes as she pleases.
Yeah. Well, did you see her entrance?
Doesn't write, doesn't send flowers, nothing.
Yeah, honestly.
This is getting personal. I like it.
just turn up.
Just turn up. So
Scare
you
the
hit...
shit out of our cleric.
Yep. Turns his white robe round.
Someone's had an underpants situation.
As obviously there's a certain someone up in a crow's nest who doesn't know that this is a normal thing, and he shouts out, "There's someone overboard! There's someone overboard!" But as the wind is, you only you kind of catch little glimpses of that, little snippets of that as you hear it. The captain doesn't really take much notice of it because after seeing the sea serpent and probably sailing in the seas for a few years, he knows, I'm just going to leave that one alone. I'm not getting involved with that. She's got a sea serpent. I've got a ship. We know the water. I'm going to leave that with that. But the captain is currently struggling. Could you all make me a perception check except the person who's jumped in the water?
I don't know what that is.
Wait, am I proficient in this?
Is it coloured in?
So I didn't add the 5, did I?
I've figured out a bad thing with my
No, so that's technically.
cat.
Yes.
That when it gets to the corner, it's not one number. 14. It's like it was like there, so it was like. So I'll do that again.
This is just the damage that they do. 4 flavour.
13?
No, you are right.
21.
Hell yeah! 21. Is that a natural 20?
21.
21! Excellent. Everyone got above 15, right?
I got 14.
14, okay. Sorry, you got 13, was it?
Yeah.
13. Alright, okay, sorry. I thought you said 15 for some reason. Sorry. Okay. So I would say you two would know that it is getting, all of a sudden it's getting darker.
So at least some of the systems.
And the waves are hitting a little harder.
There's a storm coming.
Your D100.
You wouldn't know because you just put your hand in boiling pots.
Yep.
You just know it's getting darker. No, that's fine. Yeah, no, you could probably shout that out. Storm's coming. Our 21s, our pair of 21s over here, you look up and you definitely see the sky is black. There is, you can see out into the open sea, and you can see that the waves are almost touching the skyline now as you're travelling on the ship. The captain shouts out words of reassurance at this point. The ship has never failed a journey yet. Whilst struggling to hold the wheel at the same time. But you see that there is a very thick black cloud rolling in the direction that you're headed. Ironically, that's fun. Almost you can see like a swell. I would say like a black swell. You can just make it out because it's around about the afternoon. You can see that there is a black swell in the clouds. With, I would say, where you can see, you know how you can see rain from a distance? You can just about make that out that it's coming. You're not in it yet, but it's coming and it's the direction you're going. She doesn't care if she gets wet.
I can just dive down deeper into the sea.
Would you say you're currently fully submerged?
No, I think at the moment I'm just sort of riding the wave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. In fact, do you want to make me another strength check?
Somewhere this way, or did you mean somewhere there?
16.
Okay, cool. So you're still. I would say at the moment you're kind of getting used to it, and you're kind of now kind of balancing with your serpent, and you're trying to steady this ship. And I think the captain notices as well as he feels it in his wheel. Just quickly make a check here. Morrigan's still asleep. And doesn't know any of this is happening.
Wow. Oh yeah, he was knocked out, wasn't he?
And that was a big sack of potatoes, I can tell you that. The waves are getting harder, they're getting higher, and the crew are all, they have started to roll up the mast. Because I do know this from at least the guy I once knew who knew a lot about boats, but when the storms get really choppy, they roll up the mast so that it doesn't get ruined, right? So they start to roll that up, and you can see them climb up the post, and you hear a small squeaky goblin voice almost echo the words that you just said. Storm's coming! Hunker down, Captain! And as he does that, he also then leaves the crow's nest for a moment to try and help out. And you see him slide down the main mast, the main pole.
It's like a fireman's pole.
Pretty much, it's his pole. He enjoys it, and he darts along and he tries to start tying up some of the crates and some of the sacks that are on the ship. And he then starts to also try and lift up one of the cargo holds because he's going to try and put some of that stuff in there. Would anyone like to help our little goblin friend?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Yeah? Is that just you? Anyone else?
I can.
Yeah? Okay. So as you're all there, you're by, I'm going to say at this point, you're all by one of these grid bits, and you're all going to try and just lift up one of the cargo holds. Readiness to dump loads of stuff in. So if you could all just make me, because you're all doing it together, make a strength check with an advantage. If you're all helping, feel free to roll.
Oh wait, no, I've got lucky, haven't I? Why have I got lucky?
You're a rogue? Don't they get luck?
It's just because I did a nat 1, but because of lucky, doesn't it mean I...
Isn't that from your
You've got...
I've got Wayfarer, Rogue Assassin.
Your background.
You know what? Why don't I actually...
Let's consult the manual.
So combat roll from you.
I can't remember.
Where are we? Rogue.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. I've forgotten what luck is. Lucky, yes, Wayfarer. What is lucky?
So that is where you get to
re-roll.
Re-roll, yeah?
Yeah, re-roll.
It's not much better.
Did you do it with advantage though? As I said,
No.
Because you're all helping.
So that's 3. And that's 6. So 6 plus strength, so 6. I'm not very strong.
And who else is helping?
I was.
Yeah,
I rolled a 30.
30 with advantage as well.
No, I didn't roll.
Roll it again. You might get that 20.
16.
16. Hell yeah. Anyone else? Was anyone else assisting? Yeah, sure. Go for it.
What was it? Strength?
Strength, please. With advantage, so you get to roll it again.
19?
Oh.
Yeah, 19.
19. Excellent. I would say if you were lifting that up, it lifted with ease, and you managed to easily get that up. As a team, you're well used to working with each other at this point. And with that, the goblin asks if you can hold it up. So that he can start chucking some of these sacks and these crates in. Even though this goblin is very small, he's just a bit taller than our fairy, He is rather strong. He's been doing this a long time. He is this ship, let's put it that way, part of the crew, part of the ship. And he starts to grab these sacks of crates and starts to put them in. And as that starts to do, you can then release it down, and this grid, the cargo hold, comes down. And that's that. Right. You now notice that the deck is almost completely empty, other than a sack of potatoes that is still on Moriga.
She's cuddling them.
She's covering them. In fact,
So you have 2 luck
if she's cuddling them,
What you're doing is
I'm going to roll for the goblin here.
points.
The goblin tries to see if he can pull the sack of potatoes away from Moriga without waking her up. And as he does so, I'm going to make a roll for Moriga here as well.
So I'm 2 of them.
He pulls the sack of potatoes away from Moriga. That wakes her up in shock, and she turns around and vomits over the side of the side of the ship. And then because the ship, she's not known the ship to be as choppy as this, she then just falls back down on the floor and is just asleep, with her staff in her hand, and just snores away again. But the goblin then does get the sack of potatoes and manages to chuck it in the cargo hold. And that was the last thing that was up there, other than the thing that smashed at the front of the ship. The captain thanks everybody, and he just says, if we can just hold point and maybe go and check any of the lower levels for anything that's rustling around in there. His crew have already gone, so it's up to you if you wish to follow the crew down, to hunker down any of like the cannons or any of the stuff that's freely hanging. Yeah? Okay. Who's headed down? You three?
Yeah.
You headed down, or are you staying up? The goblin is still up the top.
I'll stick with the goblin.
You're sticking
He's
with the goblin?
my friend now.
Right. Okay.
I don't know his name. I feel bad. What's your name?
My name is Thistle Thatcher.
Thistle Thatcher.
Thistle
I like that.
Thatcher. And some people call me Scallon.
Oh wait, this is for an all cut. Okay.
Everyone says what they're going to do.
And so you three, you follow some of the crew members down, and the captain, as he sees you go down the stairs, he gives you a really big nod of like thanks, whilst at the same time seeing the strain and the veins in his face from holding on to this wheel. He thanks you as you head down. As you head down, do you stay at the cargo hold area, or do you go down to the next level where the chef is?
Cargo.
Cargo, okay. Same? Yeah, okay. So you'll check the cargo hold area, and you see that there's these sort of like free hanging nets that are full of the stuff that's been dumped down by everyone else. It's just freely hanging this net. But you can see that there are hooks across the side of things for when it gets choppy. They can hang it up so that nothing's swinging about. Could all three of you make a... Let's do a sleight of hand, because you're trying to hook this net on each of the hooks.
I think it's plausible you would have left all the doors.
14.
No.
9? Okay. You succeed. These two, as you go to hook it, the ship rocks back the other way and it kind of comes back. Let's roll again. Let's see if we can get these hooks. You want to aim for a 12, I'm going to say.
13.
13. Okay. You managed to, on the swing back, you managed to hook it up as you swing back. You understood the momentum and you've got it hooked on. And
I'm on my arse.
okay. Was that a 1?
That was a 3.
A 3. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. No, with the 3, you've still hung on to this cargo net. You're not on your arse yet, right? You've seen how they've done it, right? 3rd time's the charm. Let's go. You've seen how they've done it.
8.
8.
I'm not doing it. It's
Okay.
not happening.
Would anyone like to help hook this side of the thing on to give her advantage of some sort?
I suppose so.
Does anyone want to lend her another dice? Let's see what her does. Roll this one. Roll that.
See if this one.
See if it's any better.
Take it back. Take your dice back.
Oh, it was a 1. Oh dear. Okay. I would say. Go on in. What?
Is it too crowded there?
12!
Excellent. On the 5th try of swinging back and forward on this net, you managed to finally get it.
I'm a great paladin.
On the.
We know.
I will smite thee if thou does not hook again. And you hook it up, and it's all hunkered down. You do hear more rattling.
Okay.
So this now all looks quite content. It's all good. It's still shucking about. Do you want to go back up, or would you like to go down and check on old the chef?
Down.
You're going to go down. As you walk down, Chef is thrilled to see you all because he's currently holding cupboards and plates in every kind of shape or form that he could possibly make. And he's going to ask for your help. Let's call it a. In fact, just roll me a d20, and we'll see where we go from
So
that.
if that's 2 actions, because I've got to move to the door.
Yeah.
That in my move, and then it's only 1 action.
What did we get?
To close the door.
To close the door.
Oh, 1.
17.
17.
I'm bringing different dice next time.
7. Okay, the 17. You managed to grab onto one of the cupboards that the chef is going on to. With the 7 and the 1, let's make it fun. So the 7 and the 1. As the 7 goes to try and help with the cupboard, the 1 makes a sudden trip and a slip down the bottom of the stair and ends up. Could you roll a d4 for me, please?
Oh no.
Yeah.
4.
4. Okay, you're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you headbutt the floor. But as you go to headbutt it, you headbutt the foot of our cleric, which then forces him to miss a cupboard and end up just sort of falling forward, but not on anything in particular. Okay, but I would say after that, I'm not going to break the roll anymore because otherwise we would be here forever trying to hold a couple of cupboards without actually seeing any enemies yet. How much damage have you taken?
Oh yeah, you took some damage before, didn't you?
Trying to say that maybe we shouldn't let you in this kitchen.
Maybe not. No, I think the kitchen's cursed. Or it's just me.
Let's not get you to roll in this kitchen. Okay. So with that, you've seen your Goliath has managed to almost like cover everything here and has shown you how to hold a cupboard door in a choppy storm. And with that, I would say you lift yourselves up and you manage to kind of help as the chef kind of gets his normal string and rope that he would normally do to tie up all the cupboards, and he does that with success and he thanks you. Maybe not yourself in the first instance for coming down and helping. More a hindrance from the chef's point of view. But he kind of gives you a nod like, I get it, it's fine.
I tried.
I appreciate it. No, so after that he ties everything down and then he goes to turn off all his kind of stoves and his hot plates and things like that he had on. It's up to you if you want to stay down here whilst it's still choppy up the top, or if you want to go back upstairs. Or
I want to get out of this kitchen.
sure. Okay. So you head up out of the kitchen. Do you stay in the cargo hold area? There are, in fact, as you walk up the stairs, make me a perception check.
Oh,
Yeah, go on. Or investigation, whichever you're strongest.
I should have taken 1 over here, and look how close you to that. This is going to be really
do I even have investigation? I do. Nat 20.
And that's 20! Hell yeah! After headbutting the floor, she's now suddenly seeing everything.
It all makes sense
It
now.
all makes sense. She had to go through the bad to see the good. So as you look down, I'd say the cargo hold area, it's quite a long vessel. As you've hooked everything up on one side, you see that there's a couple of cabins. You also notice that there are a couple of chests along the side. One of them's slightly open. Would you say you glow as a paladin?
Somewhat.
Somewhat? Okay, I'd say one of the chests, as you kind of spot it, glowing, it catches your eye.
Little look.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little look.
Okay. So open the chest for me.
Okay, and then number 9.
It's all about roleplay, I love it.
Yeah.
Inside,
7, 8 spaces.
you find a small gem with a similar glow to yourself.
The arm kind of
Almost like it looks like a rock. I wouldn't say it's smooth, like a rock, but it glows. Whether you share that with everyone, it's up to you. But in there is also a small pouch.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I might make it go.
What's in the pouch?
What's in the pouch? You open it and you find 5 gold pieces,
Nice.
6 pieces of silver, and a couple of bronze, or whatever they are. Is it bronze? Is it? I don't know what it is.
So how many silver?
Copper, that's the one, yeah.
How many of what, sorry?
So 5 gold, what did I say? 2 silver? 2 silver, and 4 copper.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Oh my word.
There we go, so all that paid off in the end.
You don't seem to
Nice shiny rock.
Nice shiny rock.
What would have happened if you were
Excellent.
Beautiful.
All those years.
There are, as you see down the bottom as well, so with that nat 20, you do see that there are, I'd say, there are 2 cabins on the left, 2 cabins on the right, and then there is like a cabin at the very end. These are like quarters for anyone who's joining the ship, or some of the crew members. So if you want to have a look down there, or
Yeah.
yeah.
We were in the middle of a storm and you're like, I'm going to loot the daily.
The paladin of righteousness is looting the fuck out of this ship. Are you guys following?
You're right in the middle.
Yeah, go on.
I suppose we are.
You've just seen your paladin fall flat face on her ass as you're holding these cupboards, and then head back up after having enough of this kitchen. Did you follow her, or was you back down in the kitchen? Yeah.
Are there windows
Something you
where
do all
she
the
is?
time.
Windows where you are? No.
Where she is?
No, not that. It's not that. You're like with the ship. You're kind of still going up and down as you're
Yeah,
kind of
but
running
in
along.
her drawing she did windows.
Yeah, I've done windows in my drawing.
That's a really
Not
good drawing
that,
to be
not
fair.
that far down. Not that far down. So where are you then? Go on. You show me the ship, and you tell me where you are.
No, I was just going to say, because if there's windows and I could see through the window, I'd be like,
Okay. I'll tell you what.
But you just see the circle outside with windows as well.
I'll tell you what. Make me first of all. Make me either perception or investigation. Let's make it fun.
I got chills.
17.
17. I'd say from the outside you can see that there's a small hole where you can see into the, let's say, the cargo hold. As the ship kind of goes up and down, it would reach that level.
So you've got a little bit of
Or
water
maybe
coming in.
you can just
Is it?
rewire.
There would be bits, yes, indeed. But probably not enough. It's just enough. It's more like a pig hole, right? Just about enough. But
Wow, you're really good at seeing.
hell yeah. So you'd see this. You'd probably catch the glimpse of light, I would say, at that point. In fact, I'm trying to make the math work now. You walk up. Would you say you were directly behind her, or would you say that she's gone up in a tantrum and you're just kind of leaving her to it whilst you're helping the chef sort stuff out? Or would you have directly followed her as you walked up there?
Probably give it a minute and then.
Give it a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give her a minute. She
Give
needs
her a
to
minute.
chill
Let
out.
her chill.
She's a space guard that she needs.
This happens a lot. We've got someone who jumps overboard as and when they see water, and we've got a person who's
Someone that
always
has
on
anger
their
issues,
face.
apparently.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, in that case then, I'm going to let you decide whether or not you share your findings with these people, because they would not have seen it.
My goal is man, bitches, no.
What's your passive... what is it? Passive...
Perception.
Is it passive perception? What's your passive perception?
13.
13. What's your...
I know that's clever.
Roll a d20.
Oh.
With disadvantage because you're up and down with the sea at this very moment in time.
Am I just rolling the d20?
And then roll
D20
it.
twice. Just D20 twice.
I think if you want to be a little bit
Oh no, you're not lucky.
Okay, I would say you catch a glimpse of this kind of shining, this glint at the same time. But as you go to get close, you kind of headbutt the ship as it's rocking up and down. So I would say that you don't see this at that time. Okay.
I'm not sure there's going to be much emotion going on.
Okay. We're following the paladin down the path of not so righteousness towards the cabins. Is that right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay, what cabin would you like to investigate?
Poke my head in the closest one.
Okay, the closest one. Okay, make me.
Is your armor still good, Debs?
I think my armor is.
So you're going to try and open the door, and we all know what doors are like in D&D, right?
Yeah, the last one's failed, so I think I'm still.
Okay. So you try the first door?
Yeah, so this
roll me
take
a
swing at
D4.
you, and this one is actually here.
no.
But it must have hit like a hard plate on your
4.
It's locked.
or something, because it kind of just
Simple.
falls off.
It's not
Didn't
bad.
know.
You've got
It's
two
not
of these
bad.
guys, one on either side of you.
You can kick
both
it down.
I could
Both,
kick it
both
down.
of them have
Yeah?
swung
Could
at
kick it
you.
down.
and
After the
not
track record in the
actually
kitchen, you're going to try and
But
kick it down.
I'm not going to kick it down.
That's a good choice, I would say, at this moment in time.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay. So this one is locked.
I'm going to leave that one be.
Okay.
I'm not going to go breaking the captain's ship, although I might have nearly broken it with my face.
This is a very strong ship, as you would say.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah, the next one. Roll me a D4.
So when you roll a panic,
2.
you will
2.
roll
It is locked.
20. You need to roll
Okay, move
greater
on.
than your
Okay.
Just move on.
otherwise you can't.
Towards the
One at the end.
one at the end. Okay. Roll D4 for me.
3, so you would need to roll over a 3.
We don't need to talk about it.
It's a 1.
If you get less
It's a
than
1.
3,
Yeah.
you get the result
Open.
that's in the
Oh,
panic table.
okay.
I was thinking that. I was like, if it's an
Odds and
odd one, I
evens.
bet it's open.
Odds and evens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go
Okay.
in then.
It's open.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've just kind of woken up someone who is in a sleeping sort of like hammock. Thank you.
No,
Can I help you?
I can imagine someone just be like,
You just hear like the mumblings of a I'm getting privacy on this ship. Cool.
I'm just going to pretend it never happened.
Okay, sure.
I'm not going to tell anyone that it happened.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to make my way back up to the others.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
So as you make, would you say that you're now probably walking up the stairs, or after hearing a scream from down there? Yeah.
but they are
Okay.
dangerous. I think it's
So I'll say as you make your way towards where the stairs were, you two are probably coming up, and you kind of meet. So. Would you care to share any of that information? Of what was this scream?
I totally don't walk on anyone naked or anything. No, bye.
Okay.
That's it. Goodbye. See you later.
The cleric's just standing there. Okay. So with that, are you just then just kind of like walking past them and heading straight back upstairs again? Yeah. Oh, okay. Is this normal behaviour from your very fellow paladin?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So you all then head back up, unless of course you guys want to do anything else in the cargo hold.
Don't go in the end room.
Don't go in the end room. It has a do not disturb sign on now.
I wonder why.
I didn't see that.
Luckily enough, the captain is too busy trying to hold on to his wheel still that he hears absolutely none of this with the rain that's suddenly setting, and you can hear it bashing against the ship and onto the top. So as you walk out, you can see that storm that you kind of saw that was coming is now, you're in it. You are in this storm. And you hear the captain shout out, it's been a while since we've had one this bad, but we've not lost a ship since, so we're doing good. Vessel, yes, captain, where are you? By your log. So you are. Right, get you back up to the crow's nest, please. I need you up top. I need to be able to see you in my eyes and ears. Remember? Roger that, captain. He heads up his to the crow's nest, and you can see he's got his little binocular, and he's looking out into the sea whilst kind of holding on for himself because he knows that this is choppy. It is going up and down. Drixia, could you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
It's getting rough out there.
Oh, it's getting rough. This sea is rolling around. It's swirling. It's doing bits.
Oh
and
wait, I
bobs.
just realised I'm only really.
You can fly.
Yeah, I'm like, it's only the wind. fly. I'm like, oh no. It's a little bit
I
rough.
think I need to watch Peter Pan because it's been stuck in my head since we were talking about it last night.
Huh?
It's a great.
So you've got a +2.
Which one though? The Disney animation
16.
or the live action?
16.
16? Okay. I'd say you would know after being with your sea serpent and knowing the water very well that this is getting very rough. And even your serpent is probably nudging you to, we can't do this much longer. I'll leave that with you.
This is where she swims off.
She's like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm going to disappear like the blacks at the bottom of the ocean.
Probably just disappear.
She's like
Still sort of like under the ship.
What spells do you have? Do you have anything that can like help us?
Yeah, she's got a giant corkscrew. She's going to make like a nice giant hole at the bottom of the ship, and it's just going to.
Nice.
And now you can come live with me at the bottom of the ocean,
Oh my gosh, that's like
like
a nat.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, see, I was going for the like, you know, the mermaids where they like. No, it's sirens, isn't it? They like lure you in.
yes.
But you're a bit more.
It definitely doesn't.
Put a hole in the ship.
But yeah, what they don't know is that I'm actually sort of. I can still sort of see the ship, the shadow of the ship.
Mhm.
So I know I'm still with
So
them.
the minimum roll.
So if they do go down, at least I can be the hero.
Minimum roll with 4d10.
I won't help, but if I need to,
I'll just say my favourites.
The average roll will be. I don't have the maths.
Don't ask who's who.
you're like me. You're not gonna find out.
Totally too late.
He'll be the fairy that gets eaten by sea serpent.
Just see Morrigan hanging on the side of the ship, just rolling around. Actually, oh, she got a nat 20. She got a natural 20.
How is the person who is knocked out right now is just fine? They're just fine.
See, sometimes it pays to be absolutely drunk.
Because she's drunk, so she's not.
She's not doing anything.
So Darren, for your awareness, we just rolled you a natural 20. So with that natural 20, it's going to be like, you know when you see Quicksilver in the X-Men film, when he puts on the headphones
Yeah,
and he starts
all
to
in.
roll around. As this ship is getting very choppy, Morrigan just kind of dances, but still in slumber because she's knocked out, but dances very nicely.
Sleep dances.
Sleep dancing, and just manages to land on the stairs very coolly. Still asleep. Bloody hell, I've wasted a natural 20 on someone who's not here, but I'm glad it happened.
Is that
I'm
going to be
glad it
like your
happened.
only one the entire session?
You can guarantee it. You can almost guarantee it. So with that, and Morrigan, you see just blissfully and very, very gracefully in her sleep, with the staff, I'd say as well, because she's got a staff in her hand as well. It's just kind of, it looks like a Cinderella dance as she makes her, waltzes her way in sleep to the stairs. And as the storm is rolling in, our captain is going to ask our Goliath, Arena, I'm going to need your help again, up at the helm. So he is going to ask you if you can take the wheel. Yep. Excellent. As you take the wheel, the captain darts down to the mast because he sees the rope is still swinging about. It's come untucked. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
If I go for the and then try and scurry away.
6.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Big Goliath index. No.
I would say as the rain is bashing down, it is very heavy. The sea is getting very choppy. As you go to grasp that wheel, it just slips out of your hands for a moment, which also causes the captain, who rolled a 5 with his 2 wooden legs, to slip down the stairs as he runs towards the mast. And in all fairness, I'm gonna.
Do I see this? Because obviously I'm still at the top. Can
Yeah.
I go, Captain!
my captain!
And the captain is going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as he slips and falls down the stairs. And he's like, "Oh, steady on!" And then you would take grasp of the wheel, and you're going to be holding that for a while until this captain sorts this mast out. So let's 5 again. So the captain is now struggling with this mast. His crew are currently nowhere to be seen. And the serpent lizard lady is just disappeared off the face of the earth. With this, the sea is getting very high. It is getting very, very
Scary.
scary. It is.
I'm scared.
The sky is no longer blue. It is black with a swirl in the middle of it, almost hurricane-like. As it drifts in, the wind is becoming rather strong. Good. I can see that from here, even without the glasses. It's very. I like it. I like it. Excellent.
Very nice.
Excellent. I'm loving the visuals. This is awesome. Maybe we should make a cartoon of this as we go along.
That'd be quite little comic book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jade is very good with that, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she is.
She is incredible.
She's an actual. What's it? She
Artist.
does. She you know, like a fantasy book. She does the covers.
The illustrator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she does the covers for them, and they look really cool. You know, like Fairy Loot.
So good. So good. So good. So
Yeah,
talented.
so good.
I had in my mind something like a Uzi.
So it's getting strong out there, guys.
So this is what you get.
I guess all we can do is just keep helping out and get through it, right?
It's not very gamey, is it?
So it would seem.
Yeah.
So it would seem.
So, for example, could I aim at...
I think that is what what Onyx is doing, is just trying to like help out wherever she can. She literally is, but she's very much like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna run over somewhere and be like, what do I do?
I think so. I think the captain would see this and he would start orchestrating.
Yeah.
And he would be like, "Right,
Just
you
shout out instructions.
over there, tie down that rope." We're going to make a roll for that in a minute. And he's going to point to the cleric who's just walked up the stairs. Cleric, jump over there and help her tie down that rope on the other side, exactly the same way.
How far away I need to move to...
Use your sword. We're going to need it in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. We might actually be able to get a good roll with the sword, right?
Any promises?
We'll see what happens. At the moment, it's a storm. Anything goes. Okay. So for those that are going to tie some rope for me and try and hanker down some stuff, make me either a dexterity or sleight of hand. I'll give you the choice. The captain's then going to point to the paladin and go, "Look, that sword that you've got on your side. I need you to cut this rope when I say." Roll a d20 for me.
On the critical, you will hit Chris.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my arm, let alone my 2 wooden legs.
I got an 11.
An 11?
I rolled a fucking 20 on that one.
You know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. Why not? We'll take it. We're already in choppy waters.
That's going to dice prison.
So you got, was it
11.
11? Okay.
So I got a +5.
Excellent. And the 6. Okay, so the 6. Not very good with tying ropes. Roll it again for me. I would say you look around and you see how our fairy Fast Fingers has done it.
I have got fast
19,
fingers,
and you've gone, okay, maybe I was doing it a bit wrong. And you now kind of get it down. The captain gives you kind of like a nod of approval, and then what he's going to do, he's going to ask you to go into his quarters and basically wait. He's seen storms like this before. This is not a good storm. Paladin, as you swing that sword at the exact precise moment that he needed you to, you cut the very bit of rope he needed you to cut without taking off his arm.
Yes. Yay.
I couldn't have the captain without an arm.
Well, he's
Because he's already lost 2 sets of legs. I can't have him without an arm.
Shit happens.
Shit's already happened. I've got 2 freaking peg legs. So as you slice that, he uses that, and it just tightens up the one thing he needed to do, and he gets locked down. And he thanks the Goliath. He's going to go back up to the helm, and the Goliath is hopefully going to stay with him whilst they're both trying to hold this, hold the wheel of this ship. Goliath, could I also ask you now to make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh no.
9.
9. With advantage because the captain is now with you, trying to assist.
Okay, so 20 and
That's worse, so we'll take the 9.
Okay. As the captain comes up to kind of help you, he says, "Fly it round to starboard. Fly it round to starboard." And as you fly the wheel round, you know that the back mast that comes around. I would say you just make it, but it clips the side of your shoulder. Roll a d4 for me, please. This is very choppy water we got over here. 3. You're just going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Hi, Captain. How you doing? Alright, good yourself?
no, but you
Excellent.
never know what you might find.
How's the mouth? Hopefully. No. Oh, okay. Oh dear.
I like soup now.
Ah. And jelly.
Yeah, you never
Good.
know what you might find, because there may be exactly what you need when you...
Bless him. Had his wisdom teeth taken out.
I had that back in last May. Oh, rough.
Good old liquid
Don't worry
diets.
about...
Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse.
Oh.
You keep shooting, like, don't worry about...
I was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've been told I have wisdom teeth.
What's that?
You may find
Pretty
you
sure
can
I've been
find
told
an
I've got
extra,
wisdom teeth.
magazine or something.
I really wanted wisdom
Yeah.
teeth because I thought it was going to put my teeth together and it didn't.
Wisdom teeth.
I can't see it.
So I don't think I've got wisdom teeth.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way of getting it.
I wouldn't have room for them anyway.
So we're back up to the bottom of
That's
the
what I thought, and now they're like growing
So
out.
on King,
Yeah, on King.
I literally
Every
can't- I
time
don't-
that
I
I'd
don't
bite
even-
down, that back one would clamp on my
I can't even fit my pinky.
gum. Like, yeah, it was really, really painful.
See,
I had all 4 of mine come through at the same time. That was a pain in the arse.
This
But-
one's a
I'm a
bit
medical
more.
person.
Touch wood.
Whether I've got a scalpel.
They've not given me a
Would
problem.
I have a scalpel, do you think?
So I can't really
you've got
complain.
like a sample collection.
Other than they all came through at the same time. But I see it as
I do have a first aid kit.
one-time pain, long-term
Help me
gain.
with life. I've
do.
got half the feeling you had a sample collection kit.
They've not given me problems yet.
Ah, yeah.
He says, when I go round and I've got his wisdom teeth and I'm just sitting here like this. With
They,
all my
they,
gums.
they might not though. They might not ever give you any.
No, that's the thing, isn't it? It's just, it's very dependent. Oh, good old wisdom teeth.
dear.
What do you want to do?
Back to the
Okay,
ship.
I'll tell you what I want to do.
Back to the ship. So as this sort of like this bowmaster's come along and it's just clipped your shoulder, I would say actually give me a
for them to actually attack us.
Just give me
If I have a knife or something similar, then I could possibly use my surgical
what check am I going to say?
to be able to
Give me
find them.
what was the one I gave you before? It was a dexterity saving throw, wasn't it?
The alternative
Make me a
is
constitution
to, find a strip of cloth
saving
and
throw.
wrap it around them to give them blind. But then they can take that off.
18.
Yes.
Okay. So even though this clips you, as you kind of try and help the captain with the wheel, I'd say you still manage to, you kind of duck down, it just clips you, and you manage to still hold onto this wheel. But the captain notices that and he's like, oh, I forgot about that one, and he goes to run back and he tries to sort out that bowmast whilst you're still holding onto that wheel. So that was a much more successful one than that one coming flinging around and whacking you on the side. Which was great.
But, you know, I have a better chance of
The
getting-
ones that he's just told to go into the quarters, that was yourself
My powder is a mystery.
and Fast Fingers.
Wait, what's happening?
So the captain, after he saw you tie that down,
Yeah.
after you tie the run, he asked you to go and stay in his quarters because
Oh, yeah,
it's getting very, very bad out here. And I'm just wait for our paladin because he said the same thing.
Yeah.
Javixia, could you make me another Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah, okay.
So if I use that, then it's not
12. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's getting very bad. It's getting very bad. Even your sea serpent is is more anxious than he was before.
Surely
Even
you're getting tired as well.
though you're not in the thick of it, You don't like it. You just get this feeling you're not good. It's not good. And the way that this ship is now moving across the water, and as you're trying to keep up with it, it's kind of sucking you in as it does. You know, like and you're not liking that.
We're diving down.
You're diving down.
Yeah, we're diving down.
Okay.
Dive!
First aid kit that I've got.
Remind me of what we discussed previously with your ability under the water.
I was going to do a.
It's prolonged with the
Portable,
sound.
you've got one.
Prolonged with the
So if you say what
Especially when
one,
I'm riding
can I
it, it's almost like a bubble.
Can I use my surgery,
Okay.
even if it's surgery to cut
Do
out
have
the
to still
I
come
will
up,
let you
but
use
we can
or field
dive down.
medicine.
Like dolphins, how they have to come up and then they can dive back down for quite a while.
Speed and surgery, so that'll give me 61.
Okay. I will bear that in
I
mind.
presume I can only go for one, so I'll just go for the nearest one.
I'm
Okay.
going to time
So
you.
that'd be 12.
See how long you can keep hold of your breath.
I'll get my stop. Well. Okay. So as I was just saying, sorry. Octavia, the captain had said, I don't know if you heard it as well, but for those that were helping him out to go into his quarters, because this was getting very choppy out here. The Goliath, big, bold and strong, is holding the helm, and he's asked you three to go into his quarters. There is no one left on the deck. It is just literally the captain, the Goliath that are literally stand up on the deck, and you three in his quarters.
Cool.
So was that a D10?
Yeah.
On that note, would you like to do anything in there?
So
It's rocking about. You can see lots of
Is
things
there a
moving.
comfy cushion?
Yeah.
Maybe a perception check or investigation, whatever's better.
Put them, say, disadvantage for seeing.
I will say disadvantage for attacking.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Investigation or so perception is +4, so that's 13.
13. I'd say the only thing that was soft in this room is what was on his chair.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm gonna
It's like a soft cushioned chair.
I'm going to sit in the captain's chair.
The captain's chair, which is slowly going side to side as the ship is rowing to and throwing itself to and fro as it's sailing.
But I'm not going to leave my scalpel inside.
Would you guys like to have a look at anything while you're in here?
Have a little look around the room.
Have a little look. Okay, give me perception or investigation, whichever's.
Yeah, get in there. I'd probably be good enough for a
24.
24.
13.
Now
13.
you do it.
Excellent. So was that 13 highest, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. With the 13, I would say you can see his big desk now with Onyx Fast Fingers sitting on the chair, kind of going side to side as the ship's going. But you see on there is a map. There is a map of what you can only know to be the sea, and you do see Gleaves, and you see the Cove of Ashes also written down on the map. You see a couple of like little sort of like seaway trinkets that are kind of sat on the captain's desk, as well as an hourglass on the desk. As well as that, I'd say you probably see just a couple of like shelves where there are books and scrolls and things, this, that and the other. With the 24, was it? 24? You see all that? You also see some markings on the map on the decks, where on that map there is some writing. There's some writing next to the Cove of Ashes. And I would say that you can. It's written in Common. I'm assuming everybody can read Common. I'm hoping everybody can read Common. In our previous one shot, there was one person who couldn't, which made everything a little bit more difficult. Bless him. But I would put on there that you can read that this has the King of Gleaves' mark and symbol. And that it also references two letters. AC.
Is that a separate room?
I don't know if you can actually see that.
Did you say it was the King of Gleaves symbol?
It was the symbol of the King of Gleaves, which it would have been on the parchment that everyone would have had, so you would have known that. That's everyone. Everyone would have had one of them if I had had more time, and you would know that is the King's symbol. And with that, and with a 24, I would say that in some of the shelves you would you see a couple of scrolls, but I would say that there is one that looks fresher and newer than the others. rolling around because they are scrolls. They are rolling, but they're still managing to stay on the shelf somehow, which is interesting.
The dungeon getting bigger as before. Yeah, I mean, none of you checked the traps, so actually,
Would you like to do anything else while you're in here?
I want to look at that scroll.
You want to look at the scroll? Okay, cool. So you pull out the scroll.
Okay, so
Would you say you are looking at it on your own, or would you roll it out on the table?
I'd roll it out on the table.
Oh, right on the table? Okay, so then these two are aware as well? Okay.
I probably can see this.
Yeah, you're kind of you'll
sorry.
see it in passing as you're sitting on the chair that's currently rolling back and
I
forth.
can literally just picture the chair going, wee!
So on this scroll, it's one of the newest ones. You can see that as well. The very top of the scroll, it also has the King of Gleaves' symbol. And on this, you can see that it has written on it a message from the Crown, or the King of Gleaves, a note to Sir Captain Tully Biggett, with a reference to the Ashen Choir. And the King of Gleaves, quite cryptic in his message, has just said to Sir Tully Biggett in this scroll that he needs to make an exchange with AC. And this will take place just north of the Cove of Ashes in 2 days' time.
That's what everyone's saying. Getting very frustrated, though. Keep
Suspicious.
Suspicious. But he does make exchanges all the time, being a frigate that flies across the ocean and delivers goods, so who knows what this exchange could be. Could just be a simple message or a contract as such. But do you put the scroll back?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Smart.
Very smart. Okay, with that, so our captain, you can hear, quite ruggedly so, is still running above the ship. He doesn't want anyone on the ship at the top. He is very thankful for our Goliath helping out at the helm. In fact,
I'm trying not to die.
I'm trying not to die.
you're all good at the moment. Hopefully those. How much hit points did you have?
I started with 26. I'm on 21.
You still got more than me.
You're doing all right.
I'll take that. That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as I got more than the fairy, it's all good.
Excellent. So
I'm quite squishy, really, aren't I?
yeah, but you're fast.
I'm like.
On its fast fingers.
Yeah.
Everyone comes through here.
So with that, the captain is running about on the ship. You can hear his peg legs, like
he's trying to gallop.
running across the ship. He's still trying to tie things down. At this moment, he is at the very forefront of the ship. He is at the front, and he gasps really loudly. And as you're all on this ship, and even I would say Dravixia underneath, you would start to feel the pull of the ship start to go up. You are now on a rather large weight. This is a really big load. Even to make our captain gasp, this must be big. As the winds are howling, the rain is heavily pouring. This captain is at the forefront, Titanic in this moment for everything that he's got. He grabs a hold of the front of the ship. Those that are in his quarters are, in fact, make me Constitution saving throws, you three. And our helmsman, or helmslady, could you make me a strength check, please? Or a strength saving throw to see if you can hold on to this helm. 17. Okay. I would say you're struggling, but you've managed to, your height and your sheer dexterity of it, you have kept hold of this, but you're like leaning forward now.
17.
17.
19.
19. Okay. Our fairy in the chair starts to roll back and just leans back to like the very back of the room. Our cleric I would say was probably on the same side as the fairy watching over the desk.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a 1.
It wasn't a 1. And as you kind of like slip back, you kind of like you're on your feet, but you're taken aback, almost like being lifted up. And our paladin. I would say as you put this scroll back and you've headed back towards the table and this ship starts to almost rise, right? You just trip over the table, but like kind of
You're
like
just so clumsy.
very clumsy paladin, very clumsy paladin, would smite an ant if it tripped her up.
We are over words later. Words!
We need to get you some new dice. That's what it is. Some new dice.
Cursed dice.
And with that, you will sort of like trip up, flip over, but you'll end up on the same side as your other two colleagues here. Trivixia, could you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
You're fine. You've not been hit yet.
12. As this wave starts to, you will start to feel it kind of like getting. I wouldn't say thick, but that's not the right word. But you would know that you're rising up towards the surface quicker than you would realise. Being under the ship, almost catching up to the backdraft of it, right? The ship is picking up speed. Going up this way, it's picking up speed. The captain gave it the flying frigate name for a certain reason. And all of a sudden, the ship leaves the wave.
Oh no!
And you follow through through the wave, through the surface of the wave. I would say probably at such force because underwater you're probably quite streamlined. And you land just behind the Goliath on this ship. That's how much speed it is currently picking up.
Another grand entrance.
Another grand entrance by our wonderful sea serpentress. As she lands onto the ship just behind the Goliath. In fact, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Maybe next time they'll get me.
7. I would say at that very moment in time, you weren't expecting that to happen.
Again? Wait, no.
Again? No, it was a cleric first time.
Yeah.
It was a cleric first time. You wouldn't have expected that to happen, so you just lose your grip on that wheel just ever so slight. Nothing more than that, but you just kind of startled that you just realised that your friend has once again done her famous jump and slide in front of everybody. And the captain, and as you're kind of flying through the air at this very moment in time, and the captain shouts out, "It's not called the Flying Frigate for nothing, but we're going down!" The ship, it reaches its basically terminal velocity. It's going to start going down. As it goes down, it hits a rock. That rock begins to shatter. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
18. Oh wow.
30
18.
20.
Be nice.
30 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, yay. 23.
23.
Dexterity saving, so you've got the +3. Oh wait, no, +5 because you've got proficiency.
16.
16. Was it? Sorry. 12. Okay. As anyone who rolled 15 or lower.
Wait, no, I did that. Well, you said Constitution, right?
Dexterity.
Oh yeah, no, it was an 18.
Okay. So 15 or lower. As this ship impacts this rock,
However, that was a critical failure.
you are
He blinds himself.
knocked out.
It kills well.
It goes back.
To be fair, I'll apply the damage.
Those who rolled
I don't know if it's going to be a
19 or lower. Was that
I
everyone?
rolled an 18.
18?
16.
16.
So, next thing I've got is stick my scout.
21, wasn't it? Or 24?
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was 27.
23.
23.
So,
Okay. So those with a 19 or lower
bludgeoned
you
with a fist.
hit the rock.
And like a nice big cut.
The last thing you see is like the foam of waves,
Face.
also black.
And a nice big
And 20 and up. So dirty 20, 23.
Not a good time.
You see the same thing, the foam of like the sea, the wave that's crashing into you. As you hit this rock, you've seen almost in the last moments of your friends be knocked out, unconscious. But you start to see a shoreline, and at the same time as well, you also then fade to black. And that's where we're going to leave it for this session. I'm going to say your serpent has also kind of suffered a concussion, or at least he's also knocked out at this moment in time.
Just an option.
And that's where we're going to leave it.
Nice.
Beautiful. Loved it.
Well done.
In fact, Sir Captain Tullybuggard is also
Oh wait,
knocked out.
what's more? Oh, Morrigan's still blacked out.
Very good, very good. I almost forgot. 13. Unfortunately for Morrigan, she's blacked out.
She already blacked out.
With vomit down herself. Come on.
Yeah.
Vomit down herself.
In fact, let's roll for vomit. 20! Literally the second natural 20. Morrigan has managed to hold her stomach once again, but is still currently prone, knocked out.
God damn it.